Hello there and welcome to a special preview video from Click to Unlock. We're going to show you a bit of Shogun 2 from the Total War series, Fall of the Samurai, forthcoming game from the Creative Assembly. Nice bunch of guys from the UK, and I've thankfully from guys from Sega let me have a little preview sneak peek look at the game. So I'm going to share with you my initial thoughts and give a quick little overview of what's going on. So right now I've jumped into a game and we've got the campaign. This is the new campaign map. Loosely speaking, basically the premise of the game now is that time has moved on. Japan is now becoming more industrialized, more weapons, more advanced trade, etc. with the West and Europe and that. As you just saw a second ago, there it showed you could have links to London, France, America, and the overriding story is that you basically have the choice of keeping with the old school, keeping with the traditional, or doing like what we're doing here with characters like Seth Patrick, characters like him who are from the UK or well Great Britain, as it would be in this. Basically the Imperial and the Shogunate. Now we've picked the Imperial side clans for this, which they give you the options to trade with the Western powers, but everything is there as was in the game before. You have all the diplomacy, and the ultimate aim, as ever, is to unite Japan under one rule. Of course, obviously, the twist is you can either do it from the traditional side or the Imperial side. Each side has its pros and cons. The main pro from the Imperial side is clearly weaponry. You get these nice advantageous things for being in league with these military powers. As the trailer shows, the Gatling gun and things like that can make the sword of the samurai, however elegant, a bit redundant. So, but as ever, the Creative Assembly have done a superb job. It's all very slick. It's all very well put together. Everything feels exactly as you would expect it from a Total War game. This isn't an expansion. This is a full-on. It sort of has the feel of an expansion. I guess they've just built on the tech, but it is a full-on title in its own right. And yeah, so far it's looking pretty good. The graphics are all been updated. The campaign map is pretty much as it was in Shogun, but a few things have been updated. The growth trees are excellent. There's, as you can see, that all these options. There's different buildings that can spawn different benefits and the like. Just want to say, excuse me, my voice is sounding a little bit weird. I have got a little bit of a cold, and I'm not Australian, as some people have commented. I'm from the UK, from near London. So, what we're doing here is I'm the Satsuma, is it Satsuma clan? I think it is. Basically, the bottom left of Japan, and they're in Imperial, and I've been given a mission to take on my neighbouring clan. So I'm just grouping my armies together, getting ready to pounce. There they are over there. And I'm using, this is a special character I've got here, Seth Patrick, and he can harass the armies. It's a bit like the spies and the geishas and whatnot and everything, but they have specific uses and power-ups as well. Also have naval is a big area in this game, which has seen improvement, as obviously a bit of an amalgamation, I think, between the Empire Total War series and the Shogun one, is that the ships now have heavy weaponry, and a lot more use. As you can see here, you can get the ships in and you can target towns and cities and bombard them, which is most useful. as you can see, taking out a few people. And your ships get experience from it as well. But that was something I thought which should have been in Empire, really, because being a bit of a historian, I'm fully aware that the Royal Navy would have used that technique quite a lot in the Napoleonic Wars, bombarding from the sea, and it wasn't in there. So it's good to see that that's now in there. As you can see here, we can harass the army. Let's see what he does. And it looks like he's had a little power up. See? Foreign veteran increases in rank. And like in the previous Shogun game, you can then go and power up retainers. Give a little boost up. And all of these things have various different advantages to build up. This is quite early in the game. Obviously, this is literally the first 3 or 4 moves. So there's a lot of depth. The map is quite big. It is pretty much the map from the previous game. So yep, old Seth Patrick, you can train him up, get him going with different things. Was that an officer? Level him up. I like all these experience trees. It is quite good, I suppose. You can get a bit of an affinity with your characters and your clan and build it up. I've always liked these elements to the Total War games. It gives it a lot of depth as well. But of course, the main thing though is now I've got to take this town. But the really cool thing is, as I've said, as I've shown that, is that you can really build up a collective plan now to take a town. So you can send in your guy, get him to harass an army, weaken them a little bit. Not finished there. Let's, you know, yeah, all right. Not finished there. Let's get the army in there.
My sword for you, my lord.
Here we go. And put them under siege. See, but look, like it's looking good. It's looking pretty favourable. But obviously, what you really like want to do though is not just rush in. Take your time. You know, you got to think about what you want to do so you can continue the siege. So then, pull your navy in, give them a quick bombardment. There you go. Took out another 30. Was that 35 or so? Damaged people. Got experience with the ships. And then also, what I've done as well is I've put my veteran, attached him to the army, so the army gets a boost from him being attached in as well, and that and everything. And then I've started the battle. As you'd expect, the battle maps look great, fantastic. All the army, all the units up close. The animations are fantastic. They just get better and better and better. And here we are with the pretty simple mission of taking this castle. He says simple. It should be simple. But for the purposes of this video, tactics kind of went out the window and was more inclined to just send my men up to their death, as you can see. Quick, take that wall. I probably would, you know, if I was playing it a bit more tactically, probably have thought something a bit different. Although, as you can see, I'm sneaking up my men around the side there, so it's not a complete shambles. But these are taking a bit of a kick in. Oh, oh, oh dear! Oh god, they're fading already. Oh, oh, oh. Well, at least look, at least they've covered and got them in. But look, yeah, look, see, oh. They're taking a kick in as well. Look, now I just panic and just send them all in. There we go. Climbing the walls. Yes, get in there. You got to feel sorry for the first one, haven't you? You know he's getting it. As you can see, look, all the animation, character animations are great. There's always different things going on. Look, reserves coming up. Right, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a little thing on the right here. Look at this, naval support. So this is really cool because my fleet was nearby, and you can now actually have that influence in the battle as well. This is awesome. So I don't know why I just picked that area there, because there's no one there other than my men who are running there. Oh, there is some people on the wall. Oh, God. Unleash you. But, so at this point I'm thinking, well, that wasn't very good. Where's my naval bombardment? But clearly, it takes a little while to come in, and a flare gets dropped in first. I might have missed the flare coming in, but then here it comes. See, there's the bombardment. Bang, 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 bang. And as you can see, look, craters everywhere. Hits the wall. It's quite devastating effect if you use it properly. I don't think I really used it to its full extent and proper ability there. But however, it's a new element in the game. Naval support, I'm sure it will become crucial in some tight battles as the game progresses on, that you'll have that naval support available to you. So while my initial force has been taking a kick in trying to assault the walls down here, look, they're really suffering. My other group have been making their way up, and they're all streaming in now. So they're coming up. It's trying to save the day. Go on, lads. Get in there. Come on, get your ladders up. Yes. Right. See, so it's in the balance a bit here. It looks like, you know, I think I'm going to lose. It looks like I really am going to lose. They've got more people coming in. But, oh, there's a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough. Oh, they're just rushing. Come on, lads. Like I said, not the most tactically perfect battle I've ever played in a Shogun game. Kind of a bit of a run and gun here. Ah, look, and I've done another naval bombardment here, and I think this time you actually see the flare drop in. A bit of a mistake again, because I was just trying to use it to show off that it works, but I'm probably going to end up bombing my own men more than them. Oh no, I haven't used it yet. I'm sure I use it here. Right, so we're having a little bit of a ding dong. A bit chicken, isn't they? Look, they're sort of flagging.
Damn lily-livered cowards!
Right,
Your men are
here we
running,
go.
sir.
So I'm going to drop the flare in. Right, there it comes. Bush. Right in the middle of all my men as well. Because I'm a bit like that. Ruthless. As long as it wins the battle, I don't mind sacrificing a few lives. Well, as I said, very, very sloppy play. Very, very sloppy play. And if there was been any other force in here, I wouldn't have taken this castle at all. But that was the flare coming in. So I don't know. We get about. Looks like you get about 30 seconds, and then here comes the bombardment. Bosh, 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 bosh. And wipe out your own forces. So yeah, so that's the naval bombardment, new element. But it looks like ultimately I've managed to get it. Look at it. Did you see that? It was quite cool. People falling down the wall. I quite like that. It was quite a nice touch. It's a high wall. It's a difficult one to get up, and not everyone was making it up. So you can actually lose men climbing up the walls just because of the sheer height. But anyway, through sheer dogged determination and grit, my forces have got into the castle, and now get in there, stabbing them up. Look at those peasants. Look at that. So yeah, I've managed to get in there. So there is an example of a bit of an overview of the campaign map and one of the siege battles. Very, very basic and quick overview, not how to play it at all. This isn't a guide to how to play the game, this is literally just a little overview. This game's out soon, so I thought we'd just give you a little sneak peek of what it looks like. It's coming along really well. Go out and buy it. Always a top draw game, the Total War series. guys at Creative Assembly put a lot of work into it. I've been there a couple of times. Get in there. And yeah, they deserve every success. So yeah, go out and buy it. Lots of fun. And we'll see you next time.